Sandman was buffed in yesterday's OTA, so I wanted to play this Scream Doom deck, and it was a lot of fun. Coincidentally, Spider-Man was also buffed a couple weeks ago, so that worked out pretty well for me. With this deck, you'll have two main ideas. You'll either want to do the whole Scream, Kraven, Kingpin stuff, or if that doesn't pan out, you have both Doom 2099 and Dr. Doom in deck, so that's pretty good too. Now, believe it or not, the algorithm does like it more when I ask you to like and subscribe, so if you do end up enjoying the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Now, if you've got any other questions, make sure to ask me down in the comments. And let's jump right into the games. Alright. So, let's see what we've got here. That is going to be Onslaught Citadel. Could play a Jeff, could play a Spider-Man. We're just going to go ahead and play Jeff, though. It's obviously a bad idea to play Spider-Man. I don't even know why I mentioned it. So, that is going to be Sinister London. Let's be a little bit crazy. And let's not play anything on turn 3. We're going to play just Doom 2099 on turn 4. And we're going to be awesome. We're going to be very, very happy. You could snap here. I'm not going to snap because I hope they stay for the whole game. And honestly, snapping isn't even, like, the most amazing idea. But I think it sounds like a fun idea. So you could do it. I'm not going to, though. And that's going to be a Crossbones. That's completely fine. It's going to be a Doom 2099, which is obviously both going to create a Doom bot. And then we're going to go ahead and play a Sandman, probably right, because we want Sandman to go off twice. And then both Doom bots are obviously going to add even more bots. I hope they start sending some Doom bots mid. And then from this point, like, we could play a Magneto if there's any potential disruption we want to do. But I think we're just going to be completely fine no matter what we do. So we'll see. They go ahead and play Arrow. Doesn't matter. Arrow is going to pull that Doom 2099 left, but we play Sandman. Sandman, obviously, going to make everything a lot more expensive. Doombot rolls right. Come on, some of them roll mid, please. Doombot rolls mid. Okay, awesome. Love to see that. Now, we could guarantee that the rest of them will roll mid if we want to. Which I don't think is a horrible idea, so let's go ahead and do that. And then hopefully everything is just fine. Now, it might not be. We might lose, but I'm hoping we don't. Because that would be sucky if we lost. I don't know why sucky was the word I thought of, but, you know, that's okay, I guess. We're just going to go ahead and play Magneto left, the idea being that we can pull stuff like a Tuma and Crossbones over there, and then hopefully we win mid and right. We do have a chance at winning left, because we are adding a decent amount of power there, but it would be a little bit harder than the other locations, at least in terms of what they're going to have on the board. So they play a Scar, and then also an Ares. And we actually end up winning. So we pull both Atuma and Crossbones away, and we are actually going to win left. And then we already know that we're winning mid. I don't think we're going to have enough to win right, unfortunately. Don't think we can beat 40. We'll see. We're going to get relatively close, but... Let's see. We go up to 31, right? Yeah, I mean, 31 is by no means bad, but there you go. An absolutely amazing win for us. You'll love to see it. And that is great. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, good win there. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We can go ahead and play Kingpin into Aunt May's. Granted, sometimes you don't want to do that because of things like Killmonger, but I just wanted to play the Kingpin for the tempo of it, and because now if they play into Aunt May's, there's a chance that it'll go into Kingpin. That is a Ravonna. Alright, relatively interesting. Potentially a negative deck. That's going to be Camartage. Could be very good for Dr. Doom. And I actually think I'm going to elect to just not play a card on turn 3. Even though we could have played Scream, I think we want to go with a Doom game plan here. So let's go ahead and play Dr. Doom on the right. Is that the right spot? Yeah. Yeah. Doom right is going to be the right spot here. From this point, we could look at potentially an Arrow, a Magneto, and Doctor Doom on the final turn. That's going to be Super Scroll. Really hope that they don't have Doom 2099 stuff, because that could be scary. But let's see. We can move them around just for fun if we want to. I think I do like the idea of an Arrow left, so let's go ahead and play it. Arrow's going to pull Super Scroll left, and then that is going to be a Gore. Very scary. And then from this point, I think we're just going to play a Magneto left, because we're going to need to get even bigger to combat this Gore. And on turn 7, we're going to play a Doctor Doom right and hopefully be fine. Now, if Doom 2099 ends up putting a Doombot right, that is probably the best case scenario, but any of the other spots is fine as well, because after turn 7, the Doombot will go right anyway. So, we'll see how we want to do this. We know we need a lot of power to contest Gore, though. So that's going to be Mystique, yeah. I don't really envision us winning right, but I think we could win mid and left. Now, that's going to be Cassandra Nova, which is obviously going to go all the way up to 6. Doom is going to put a Doombot mid. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Probably best case scenario, because we want more power left, but we'll see. Going to go ahead and play Dr. Doom right. Doom is going to put a Doombot right, and then honestly, we are getting pretty big right as well. Like, I'm not too afraid of that. Left, we're getting insanely big, right? Mid, we're getting pretty big as well. So I venture to say that we'll be completely fine here. We'll see, though. So, Doom obviously going to create a bunch of Doombots. And then going to create one more to put left, putting us all the way up at 38 after the last Doombot goes right. That's going to go up to 40. Arnim Zola on the 50-50 does hit Mystique. Actually, it wasn't a 50-50 because of Cassandra Nova. It was a 50-50 to get 2 Mystiques down. If it hit the Cassandra Nova first, Cassandra Nova would have gone left instead of the Mystique. But let's see what that is. That is a Psylocke. And even all of that is not going to be enough to win left. That is absolutely insane. Good win for us there. You love to see it. That's absolutely awesome. And our Doombots and Arrow and Magneto are able to go head-to-head with Gore and Mystique copying Gore. So that's awesome. Good win for us. Alright, Limbo's gonna be the first location. And let's see what we've got here. That's gonna be Quicksilver. If we could play either a Kraven or a Scream or a Kingpin, those would all be good. Panopticon. Obviously we don't get any of those, because why would we... Why would it work out the way I wanted to? We could definitely look at playing like a Doom 2099, because Doom's going to be pretty good with Panopticon. Now, I don't think we can ever win right, unfortunately. That is a taco truck. I actually think playing a Chimichanga there is completely fine. We can try to win right. I think it is nearly impossible. Yeah, we end up losing by 1 point. So, this sucks. We tried our best. Just not going to happen, though. So, Chimichanga goes mid. They do end up winning right. And I think we're just going to play a Doom 2099 here. I am relatively fine with it. Let's play Doom 2099 left just to make sure we have space to play a Sandman right. And then after the Sandman, we're going to go ahead and play Dr. Doom, and everything should be completely A-okay. We're going to try to win mid and right here. That is a Chimichanga, and then on top of that is going to be a Wiccan. The Wiccan does not go off, though, because they played a Valentina on 3. Interesting. Let's play Sandman right now. And then we'll see where the next Doombot lands, because honestly, if the next Doombot lands left, then we might want to try to win left. That is going to end up pulling Jeff, and then immediately destroying Jeff. Right is going to be Kate Bishop, and then Sandman is going to make it really hard for them to do what they want to do. That's going to be a Doombot right. From this point, do we play Dr. Doom right? Don't really think it matters. Let's play Dr. Doom left. Sure. All we need to do is not play Dr. Doom mid. Oh, wait, Limbo? Limbo. The last card they played was Kate Bishop, right? Let's play Arrow. I did forget about Limbo for a second. Oh, this is going to change whatever their last card's going to be. It's going to be Fenris Wolf. We are going to go ahead and pull Fenris Wolf mid. Actually, relatively interesting for them. So they're going to be able to put a Jeff mid. We could play a Magneto. I don't hate it. Let's play Magneto. I want to pull Wiccan away from mid. I don't like having Wiccan there. So we're going to go ahead and play Magneto here. Hopefully they don't fill up left. Yeah, my bad playing the Sandman on 5. Probably should have played Arrow on 5 into a Sandman on 6. But what are you going to do? Forget about Limbo. That's what I'm going to do, because I do it a lot. Now. Okay, they did actually fill up left, which is a little bit scary. That's Negasonic. A little bit too late, though. That's going to be Jeff. And we are actually going to just be able to straight up beat them mid and left and probably right. Enchantress turning off those Doom bots is important. I think we'll... Are we still going to win mid? We tie mid, and then we win the tiebreak. Oh my god. Damn, they actually got really, really close there. I was looking at these plays, I was like, what, a random Negasonic too late to hit? A Silver Samurai? And then I was like, oh, and an Enchantress. And then things got really scary. But... they got the Silver Samurai off of Iron Patriot, right? Yeah. Damn, really close game there. Good win for us, though. You love to see it. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. That is Fisk Tower, which is relatively interesting. Now, from this point, that's going to be Titan. I would say... Let's play Craven right. Granted, we do have the Polaris, but they end up playing Zabu left. So we're going to play Polaris right. And then... Might actually be better to do this. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to play Kingpin and Spider-Man.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
So we get Spider-Man down. Spider-Man is going to pull the Zabu mid. Cool, completely fine. From this point, we might just end up playing Doom 2099 into Arrow. I think that's fine. Now, that's a Red Guardian, and yeah, I think we can play Doom 2099 here. Let's play Doom 2099 right. The last card they play is also a Doom 2099. Interesting. So, I think we can pull the Doom 2099 left and feel pretty fine with it. They play a card left, so we play Arrow, pulling Doom 2099 left. They play War Machine. Now, I would really love a Dr. Doom. Because with a Dr. Doom, we would feel really good in this scenario. And we don't get it, but we're going to snap anyway. And they retreat. There you go. So honestly, I'm not exactly sure that it was even bad to snap there, because I think we were fine. If we play like a Sandman right, it's really hard for them to win, but it's not impossible. I think a Doom would probably beat us in that case. I don't exactly know, but us snapping is a pretty easy way to get the win there. I mean, it indicates that we have a Doom, even though we don't. And I always love this Doom variant. It's cool, this Doom 2099 one, especially with the black cosmic border. Yeah, that's awesome. Good win for us. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We've got Hala, we have Zabu. And mid is going to reveal to be Death's Domain. Pretty interesting. We could play Scream there. I'm going to go ahead and play Scream right, though. And then I think we'll just play a Spider-Man left on 3, unless we get something better, like a Polaris. That is nowhere. Yeah, I think we just play Spider-Man left here. We hope Spider-Man rolls mid, and then Doom 2099, Sandman, Arrow, whatever we want to do. It feels pretty good. I'm not really upset about it. They're snapping, which is crazy. Spider-Man rolls right, pulls the Zabu away. And Scream is going to end up stealing from Zabu, obviously. That is Doom 2099. Okay, I get why they snapped. Now, let's see. I think we're going to end up playing our own Doom 2099 right. Yeah, I think we have to play it right because we don't want to play it left and then have it get destroyed. So this is just what we have to do. They are going to go ahead and play something left, obviously. They play an Iron Lad. Iron Lad is going to copy Storm, killing Hala.
Wind, aid my hand.
That's really interesting. Basically makes it so on reveals are going to be dead this game in a second. So that's something. We can go ahead and play Sandman. But it's honestly not too good. What if we play Arrow instead, just for the more power? I think we will. Gonna go ahead and play Arrow here. And then we're gonna look at playing a Doom mid, maybe. That's Legion. But surprisingly enough, we are actually going to end up having a chance to win this game. The Doombot rolls left. Okay. This actually isn't over for us. Oh, they retreat. What? Oh, because we're winning. That, you know, yeah, no, that makes sense, because we're winning. I assumed that I didn't even look at the scores. I assumed we would be losing and that we were going to get to play Jeff and win off of the Jeff. But they just retreat. So, good win for us there. That's absolutely awesome, as they shot themselves in the foot by playing Legion. Good win for us. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We'll see what they play. Hopefully they play something on turns 1 or 2. They're going to go ahead and play a Quicksilver. So we can definitely play a Scream. That is a miniaturized lab, so we're going to go ahead and play a Scream mid. And that is an Iron Patriot. So they do probably think that they are going to be winning mid, but actually we can pull it out with Polaris. Do we pull it into Lechagia? I don't actually think so. I am... Well, wait, I did... Well, never mind. I didn't do the wrong thing. I'm a liar. Yeah, sorry. Scream was always going to 4, which is more than 3 no matter what, so even if we pulled the Quicksilver, it would have been fine. So, let's see. I mean, I think we can play Jeff. Oh, they just retreat. Shit, okay. Good win for us. Awesome. Alright, so let's see. I am fine with playing a Kingpin. Because, hopefully, if they play something, it'll be good. Maybe, well, no, never mind. We play Kingpin left. I was gonna say maybe we want to play a Craven into Aunt May's, because there is stuff like Killmonger, right? It's easier to kill one cost. But I'm fine with the Kingpin, because then we know where we need to put the Craven. So, Kingpin's gonna end up rolling right, and they play a Sunspot, which rolls mid. That's kind of sad. We could play Craven right, to be fair, like if we wanted to. I'm going to play Craven mid, though. And then we're probably going to go ahead and play like a Polaris right. Could have played Craven left, actually. That was fine, too. But let's see. I think... That's interesting. Let's play Polaris right. Fine with that. Polaris is going to end up pulling Sunspot, and then Sunspot is going to get stomped on. Then we get a Polaris back. That is going to be Ironheart. They get an Ironheart back. And now I really, really hope that Spider-Man rolls mid, because if Spider-Man rolls left, I'm going to be a little bit sad. But we'll see. And hopefully everything is okay. On turn 5, we're probably going to look to play a Spider-Man and a Polaris. Spider-Man does end up rolling left, so that's pretty sad. We're going to pull the Psylocke. And then mid is going to be Morph. Morph is going to turn into Arrow, which is going to pull the Spider-Man, which is going to buff the Craven. Pretty interesting. We can play... No matter where we play the Polaris, there's a chance of just filling up the location, right? So how about... Well, I think we always got to play Polaris mid, actually. They play an Iron Man. Whoa, that's scary. Spider-Man is going to end up rolling right. Okay, so it's going to pull the Psylocke right. And then we play Polaris mid. Polaris is going to end up pulling the Psylocke over. But things are looking pretty scary. Now, we can turn off this Iron Man. And I don't hate the idea. We turn off Iron Man, what are they actually down at? They're actually down pretty low. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and do it. So, we play Red Guardian, we kill the Iron Man. They're going to go all the way down to 10 power. We have a Scream left. That is going to be a Mystique, which can't copy anything. And then that's going to be an Ironheart, which doesn't matter. And that's going to be a good win for us. Yeah, absolutely love to see it there. Good win, that's awesome. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have Muir Island, which we definitely will want to play Scream into. Turn 3, we could play a Polaris. We've also got Doom and Doom 2099 in hand, so that's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and play Scream here, though. That is the copy ability, right? So that's potentially scary. That is going to be Human Torch, which they're getting a copy of. Okay. Well, don't love that. That is the Raft. We can probably play a Polaris left. That's going to be Killmonger. Oh. Okay. Well, we pull the Vibranium over. Vibranium is going to end up buffing Scream, and we're probably going to play Doom 2099 mid. I'm going to play Doom 2099 mid, because I expect them to play their... Well... We're never filling up the Raft, so it doesn't matter. We're not gonna get the Raft filled up next turn. But... I'd be a little bit surprised if they played, like, Phoenix Force. Okay, so there's a Symbiote. Why not just do this? Right? I think I'm fine with just playing Red Guardian. Hurting whatever it is they're trying to do. If I had to guess, it might be like a Nimrod kind of thing. Maybe. They played 2 cards, so probably not. But we are hurting Symbiote. They wanted to merge it with X-23. Okay, interesting. And now, I mean, here we're just gonna play Dr. Doom, right? Like, I don't particularly see a world in which we're gonna lose this, so we should be fine. I mean, ultimately, let's see. Doom is gonna go up to 8, right? Because it's going to be 6, 7, 8. Once we get another one. So we're going all the way up to 27 from there. And then we're adding a bunch of more 8s, and then we're adding another 4. I think we're really fine here. But yeah, the opponent agreed, they retreated, and that was a good win for us. Love to see it. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have Lake Hellas. We can definitely go ahead and play a Jeff on 2. That's fine. They go ahead and play a Zabu. And that's going to be Miniaturized Lab. Yeah, I think we will just play a Jeff. Now, Doom 2099 could be very, very interesting along with Sandman. Now, from this point, that's going to be Aunt May's. I think we actually can afford to pull the Zabu out. I think that's fine. They go ahead and play an Ebony Maw. Okay, interesting. So we might be pulling the Ebony Maw out. We'll see. We pull the Zabu. Alright. So, we've got Spider-Man. I think we just play Doom 2099 now. So Doom 2099 rolls left. They play an Ares, go head-to-head, and we actually get the win. So that's probably going to be Arrow, Doom, and then Scream, and Kingpin. Oh, that's a Polaris, though. What were we? We were at 17. So, okay, so we know we're not top-decking Doom, then, actually. Little bit unfortunate. I still think we... Did we play Sandman? Sandman even relevant in this case? Might not be. I think I am going to play Sandman. It's the biggest, like, just one power or one card thing we can play. They full float. And then they just retreat. Okay. Victory. Interesting. I was thinking they were probably going to full float into, like, a Infinite, right? Because I can't really think of what else they would do. But yeah. There you go. Good win for us. That's absolutely awesome. You'll have to see it. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have Craven, we have Scream. All pretty interesting. Now, we'll see what we want to do for future turns. That is a Nico. Alright. That's going to be Dark Dimension. I think we can play Scream on the right. I'm okay with that. That is Armor. Cool. We could look at playing a Craven on 3. I don't really want to, though. I think I'm just going to play Polaris. And then from this next point, we can play Craven Jeff on 4. Or, ideally, if we end up drawing... What is it called? If we end up drawing Spider-Man, then we could play Craven Spider-Man. So, we do actually draw Craven Spider-Man. Okay. Well, we'll play Craven and Spider-Man. And see what ends up happening. They play an Ares right. That is going to give them the win up at 23, so they're probably top decking 2 10 costs and then a 3 or 10 power and then a 3 power. We pull the Surtur away. Kind of relevant. We might still have a chance at winning, right? We'll see. We could pull the Ares over. I think we will. So we're going to pull Ares over. We're still winning left. That is an arrow of their own. Kind of interesting. Now, do we ever play Magneto mid? Because I do think it's a hell of a play. Let's go with it. I think Magneto mid's probably going to end up winning here. I think we'll win right and left. It might end up being a little bit close, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. They play 2 cards mid and 1 left, so that's going to be a Zabu left. And I don't know what's going mid, but we should just be fine here. That's an Atuma. And that's a Hydra Bob, and we get the win. There you go. Yeah, absolutely awesome. That is exactly how you want this to go. Scream going all the way up to 10 is great. Spider-Man obviously being a 2-4 now from a couple weeks ago is pretty cool, and yeah, that's a good win for us. You'll love to see it. I like this Ares variant, by the way. This is the one in Spotlight Caches, right? I think? Maybe? I don't know. It's cool. Good win for us, though. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have a Scream in hand, which is obviously pretty good. I think we can look at playing like a Scream left. I'm relatively fine with that. They are going to go ahead and play a Collector mid. That's okay as well. We could play Kingpin Jeff next turn. Ooh, okay. Well... I don't think we ever want to play Jeff right yet. I would be surprised if they did like a Green Goblin thing. Now, I would love to see Red Guardian so that we could hit that bullseye. That's not Red Guardian. Hopefully we're just fine. I'm going to play Jeff right, and then there's a world where Magneto could secure right next turn. Arrow is also an option if we have priority. It really depends on what we're going to see here. Even without priority, Arrow isn't horrible, it's just not great. But we might end up having priority. Grandmaster hits nothing, and then Morbius is not a card we want to pull there, though. So let's move Jeff, play Magneto right. Could also play Sandman, but I like the idea of securing right at this point. We'll see what they're going to play. And I hope that we end up having a decent enough chance at winning. We might end up having to win mid because Morbius is going to get really big, but we'll see what they play. Magneto going to pull over the Bullseye, so Scream is obviously going to steal from Bullseye. And we should have a fairly confident win right now. Now that's Proxima Midnight, and we can only ever play one card. Right. I don't think we can win this. Oh! Well, shit. Okay. Good win for us. I was not very confident in that. I thought, because I'm thinking, right, if they have a Swarm in hand, they play MODOK, and then they discard the Swarms again, that's going to buff up Morbius a lot and Collector. Even worse if they have a Scorn along with it. Worst case scenario would be like MODOK Blade with Swarm and Scorn in hand, and then they kill us, right? They probably just didn't have it, and that's a good win for us there. You love to see it. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have Lechigia. Definitely want to play a Kraven on 2 into a Polaris on 3. Well, if they're playing a card, I would imagine it's not going to be mid, right? Let's play Kraven mid. Yeah, I mean, they played an armor right, so we can play Polaris. It's just a little bit annoying with Thunderbolt's Tower, obviously. Oscorp Tower... we could take the armor, but honestly, I'd rather move it mid. And that might be a bad idea. But Polaris is a pretty decent amount of power herself, and then we're buffing up Kraven as well. And then that also gives us the ability to play like a Doctor Doom next turn, or a Doom 2099 rather, and then set up for Doctor Doom shenanigans and all that. So I'm fine with it. This doesn't bother me. I think I'm okay to play a Polaris mid here. We'll see whatever they play, because playing into any of these locations sucks. They played a Cosmo left. We play a Polaris mid, so we're going to pull the armor out of the way and buff up our Kraven. And then from this point, we're just going to play a Doom 2099 right, and we hope that everything goes a-okay from there. We get a Doctor Doom. That's absolutely awesome. Let's play Doom 2099 right, and then we just hope that they both don't land mid, because if both Doombots land mid, then that would be very, very sad. But we should be okay here. I'm probably going to look to play an Arrow next turn, maybe an Arrow right. Even if the Doombot doesn't land mid, I don't think we want to play an Arrow mid. Yeah, that's an Ares. I think we just play an Arrow right here. I'm fine with it. I think that's where we want the power to go. So they go ahead and play an Atuma. We are going to move that Atuma over. And then the -2 power is going to hit everything, and Doom 2099 is going to put a Doombot mid. From this point, we are going to play Doctor Doom, and we should be okay. I don't really see us losing this. Obviously, they're not going to have an Alioth. They are definitely an Ares Surtur Scar deck, and Alioth isn't 10 anymore. So I don't think they're going to hit us with that. They've already played their Cosmo. Granted, Juggernauts in some of these decks, right? So if if they wanted to play a Juggernaut to try to hit us into a Cosmo, that's possible. They just retreat, though. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I was going to say, because of Juggernaut, maybe you want to play the Doom right. Because obviously, it doesn't matter where you play Doom, but it is just a little bit more natural to play Doom in the location that you need to be flipped, right? Because you always want, like, in this scenario, if you were playing any card, you were like, just any random card, you would be like, oh, I'm going to play at mid to flip mid, right? So it's a little bit more natural to do that. So I was thinking if we play the Doom right, we avoid a Juggernaut a little bit, but most of the time, they should just retreat because they're losing. Good win for us. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have Panopticon. We could go ahead and play a Jeff on 2 if we wanted to. That's going to be Onslaught Citadel. That's really cool. Let's play Jeff right. And then from this point, we could play a Polaris, but Red Guardian on the Morbius is definitely going to be a better idea. And that's going to be Hala, so let's go ahead and play Red Guardian mid. And then from this point, I would love to top deck a Doom 2099. Beyond that, there really isn't a great top deck for us. We could have just snapped into that and then hoped that they rage left. But that didn't feel very likely. Let's go ahead and play Polaris left. Maybe we can try to just do some normal disruption to annoy them. I wonder how Sandman will interact with Bullseye. Would Sandman make it so that Bullseye doesn't discard Scorn? It's an interesting idea. Bullseye would still discard Swarm, because Swarm would go up to 1 anyway, even if you assume that Bullseye is affected by Sandman, and I actually don't know the answer to that. So Polaris is going to go ahead and pull Morbius over to the left, and then mid, let's see what they play. They decide to play Collector, that's completely fine. We're going to have priority, so we're probably going to play an Arrow left. And then from this point, we're stacking them up left, hoping that we can win so that maybe we can play like a Dr. Doom on 6 for the win. I don't know. It doesn't feel like the greatest idea, right? But we didn't get Doom 2099, and we didn't get Craven or Scream on time, or Kingpin or anything. So we're just doing our best with the disruption we've got. I'm going to go ahead and pull Collector left. That is a Frigga, which is going to get a copy of Collector, which is obviously going to buff Collector. And then that's Grandmaster, which is going to copy Frigga. Interesting. Now, from this point, that's a Magneto. Magneto's interesting enough, right? Like, we could try to win, like, right with Magneto. I don't know how much I love the idea. You'd probably want to do it like this, actually, instead. I mean, what other option we got? We could retreat, but I'm not going to do that. You should retreat in this scenario if you are trying to seriously climb. I am going to play it out because content, but I would imagine, I mean, they're not going to get much use out of the Collector and the Frigga that they just copied, right? Because if they do, then they're not playing like a MODOK or anything like that. Yeah, no, they do just retreat, so they're feeling pretty bad as well, too. I guess, to be clear, if you were trying to climb, you would have clicked the, like, the little retreat if your opponent plays the game, or whatever the button is. The one that ties if you both retreat. You would have clicked that one. But yeah, good win for us there. And that's awesome. There you go. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I know you'll love this one. I made about a Mill Ares deck. It was a lot of fun. I really, really liked it. Other than that, make sure to like and subscribe like I said earlier. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.